just a second to share it. Come on, notifications.
Sam Bob Patrick.
Sam Bob. Last night's guest.
He reacted with a heart.
With a heart.
Sam Bob got his heart on.
Okay. Now I gotta wait for this to load. Because we are live and for 30 seconds into it. Look at that. What?
Oh, it's already been going for 30 seconds?
Yeah, we're 30 seconds in. I'm waiting for it to pop up on the other Facebook feed and tell me we're doing a thing.
Yeah, here, let me go here. No, that's wrong. Go here.
So let me share it.
Yeah. That's the live one. We'll share that.
Share that.
Public. I'm going to make it public. I don't usually do public.
I'd make
Oh, that angle ain't too terrible.
No.
Oh, that's a good way to check the angle, actually. Just get on your phone.
It's all about the angle.
Fuck, man. We're almost borderline kind of geniuses.
I'm telling you.
This is mostly you. I mean, I'm pretty sure I sent this idea into your brain.
You did, though. It was telepathy. It was a thing.
Yeah. Professor X sometimes.
See it?
And
I just totally
I need a better wheelchair.
Yeah, there you go.
And more handicap accessible ramps.
Okay, now I can take us. Thank God. Here we go. Share your timeline. Do a little typing.
Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down in Russia. We do a little dance. We make a little love. Then we stab woman with vodka bottle.
Vodka bottle stabbing.
Throw her out a third-story window. Nobody gives fuck.
Nobody gives
women
fuck.
Property in Russia.
That's a good bit. You should keep that.
Goddamn American pussies.
You should definitely keep that. I like the bit.
Well, that was definitely, my personal beliefs that I just shared there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, right. I don't want there to be any buddy misconstruing that thing, and I'm kidding.
Okay.
I want to go to Russia and throw women out of third-story windows.
You're not cool unless you're throwing a woman out a third-story window. That's the best way to do it. All right. Your mom's on.
Just so I'm on record.
You're talking about throwing women out a third-story window. Your mom's on.
That's because mom raised her son to be a gentleman.
Okay. You want to do the intro portion now?
Hello, welcome to episode 26, Death by Cheeseburger.
Yes.
I am one host, Matthew Jablonski.
And I am your other co-host, Benjamin Terhune. You can call him Vlad for this episode. Vlad's here.
I have returned from motherland.
Yeah.
My sanity had escaped me.
Yeah. Vlad? Yeah.
It's still missing.
It's still missing? All right.
Vlad.
So for our listeners out there in internet land, I love how I gesture. I can gesture now, and I look like I'm kind of gay. All right, so for our listeners, where have you been these past few months? The world is dying to know. And by the world, probably a people or two.
Well, people or two knew where I was. I wasn't hard to find. I just didn't.
Okay.
I have just been at the shitty trailer you've all seen, a lot.
The shitty trailer, all right.
Hanging out with Mr. Meowgie, my new cat.
Okay.
Who has not been discussed on the podcast as of yet.
Oh, hail Mr. Meowgie.
Mr. Meowgie he's cool.
Okay.
Been stepping up that beef stroganoff game a little bit.
Beef stroganoff on fleek.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's quite fleek yet.
Okay, it's not fleek yet.
But no, it's getting there.
All right.
And then just been... Honestly, I wasn't even that bad so much as I just needed to work a lot. And I have been trying to figure out some personal situations. So,
okay.
I haven't been out at open mics a lot. I haven't been doing the podcast. I've been just chilling.
He's been chilling. He's refrained from leaving the home unless he had to work. He refrained.
I took a little vacation from the book face.
The book face, okay. Did you enjoy your Facebook vacation?
Who doesn't?
Okay.
Dude, every time I turn around, here's what's been... Facebook can be amusing, but every time I turn around, there's people getting in fights over dumb shit on Facebook and airing out like family laundry and like fucking just something stupid going on.
It's too much for you.
It's a fucking Rolodex of negativity, and I was just like, yeah, I got enough of that, like right here. I don't need to open a fucking app to get it too.
Okay, so fuck apps.
Yeah, fuck all the apps.
All right.
In their apps.
Anyway,
yeah, so I don't know. Facebook vacations are always nice.
Facebook vacations.
And,
so you took a vacation from everything pretty much except work.
Yeah.
So you're still calling it a vacation?
Well,
because you worked through it.
I had to go to work because you still got to pay bills.
All right, you didn't tell them no?
Well, I mean, I told some of them no because I don't get paid that much. But like, no, I just like you got to go to work. But the rest of the time I just wanted downtime.
All right, well, tell the world about Mr. Miyagi. People out there are cat people.
I always forget the name of the breed of cat. Like.
So but
Siamese. He's a Siamese cat.
Okay, all right.
And he's got like a white handlebar mustache, so he got the name Mr. Miyagi, which I'm proud of that pun.
Okay.
He took a vacation from bills too.
That's Dan Paswell. That's my dude.
It doesn't usually work out well in the end.
Shout out to Dan Paswell if you're in the Bloomington, Indiana area and you want to watch a guy who's 6'6", emulate a Boston accent and talk about how he just shit himself.
I actually really like your jokes, Dan Paswell.
I like Dan Paswell
seen you
too.
from the back of the room.
I appreciate Dan Paswell
and your jeans.
And he feels like
yeah, I was gonna get gay on you there, but it's all right. We'll save that for later.
He feels we should bring the cat on the show.
He feels we should bring the cat on the show.
Yeah, the cat.
I don't know how you feel about animals in your abode, but I think that's doable.
We could have the cat on the show. But
we could always do one from the shitty trailer studio too.
We totally could. It's very simple. Everything's pretty much portable. I could fit this shit in a cardboard box. It's like $1,000 in equipment. How fucked up is that?
You know what's funny is how like you make it look pretty good on here, but when you're actually in the room, you can see like your ingenuity at work. Like,
yeah.
You really, you made chicken salad out of chicken shit with this. Like, I think,
yeah, like, I'm good at that.
I am impressed.
Well, describe to the world.
All right, so
from your perspective,
we're in a basic ass meth trailer, right?
Right, meth trailer.
Camper.
Yeah, camper.
That's parked on a lot, not attached to a vehicle.
Not attached.
Anyway, there's about 4 feet of it. That's decorated really nice. And there's some cameras set up and a little computer that's, you can tell, comprised of whatever parts you found and didn't have to pay for.
You're right.
And you just done well with the place, man.
You've done well.
And then the rest of it's just a camper.
Tell the world about our next door neighbor.
The next door neighbor is a retired actual meth camper. And you can actually look through the ceiling of the camper next to us into the night sky.
Right.
Which is an interesting, this is just white trash paradise.
It totally is.
I love it. It reminds me of growing up in this area.
I I pee out my front door every morning. That's how I get rid of the morning wood. I just pee out the front door without a care in the world.
Dude, that's a commodity.
It really is.
Really,
I think more people need to pay for the privilege of peeing at the front door.
Now, if you take a piss out the front door, you're gonna I don't know. You probably break at least 73 laws.
At least.
So, living out in the country, being able to just whip your dick out the door, it's underrated.
Okay. What'd you end up doing? What you been up doing in the last few months? Anything noteworthy besides getting a cat and just avoiding people in general?
I mean, I've been pontificating career choices.
Okay. What kind of career are you thinking about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm 32 years old. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Are you having a midlife crisis? Are we in midlife crisis mode now?
Nah.
Or are we just rethinking employment?
Nah, not really. Just rethinking it, trying to get a little more income.
Okay, well,
trying to step that income game up.
Here's what I did last night. Now, I have a neighbor, and this neighbor approached me and said, I need some cocaine. Now, I'm not a cocaine dealer, but I happen to know that there are people out there who sell cocaine.
That's a fact, Jack.
That's a fact. And he said, I'll give you $20 and maybe some lines of this blow. Now, I don't do this blow, and I'm not going to sell this blow, But I mean, I'll hold on to it and I'll stare at it for a while, and then I'll have an inner dialogue with myself about what could become of this blow. So anyway, I went downtown and I found myself at the back door because that's Bloomington's best, most prominent gay bar, and we all know the gays have the hookup on the good drugs.
If you're gonna find people likely to blow cocaine up another person's ass, the back door is a good place to start.
The back door, like it's in the name. It's implicit. I like the way it works. And so basically, I didn't have any leads on this cocaine. I had to search. It was drag queen night, so I had to search out on drag queen night to find myself some cocaine. Now it wasn't for me, mind you, but it was for a party by proxy. But nonetheless, I made it work. See, and because a friend of mine who had previously purchased cocaine, there he was like, I'll send you a picture of the dude who sells it, and you go up to him and tell him that we're cool and all, and you're not a cop. And how he'll know that is you have to go ahead and drop my name and say I have a big dick. So by a random picture someone sent me in a text message, I walk up to this dude and I was like, yo, you know my homie so and so with the big dick. And I'm wanting to get cocaine. So what happened was he was out of cocaine for the night. So I went to the back door and caught a drag show off for the sake of catching a drag show. I didn't get no cocaine or nothing like that, but I did see some cuties and some dresses, and that's about how that went. You should have been with me. I have a feeling you really would love the audience.
I mean, yeah, a drag show would be funny. Like, I'm not really into it, but at the same time, I'm kind of into it. Like,
are there transsexuals out there, like transgendered ladies that are hot enough that you would bang without discrepancy?
Yeah, totally.
Totally?
No,
okay.
I've definitely seen some chicks that weren't, like, they whatever they paid for, they got their money's worth.
Okay.
But I prefer, like, a natural woman.
All natural? Okay.
Yeah. But
I mean, by natural, when you mean without a penis.
I'm sure somehow that makes me, like, transphobic.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
You're a big transphobe.
We've wandered into the weeds of politically correct America here.
Here we go. The weeds.
Where I say, like, you know, hey, my preferences are different from yours. And you're like, God damn, go to hell. You sound just like the people you hate. It's like this weird thing where they're like just...
You realize you went viral on a news article the other day, right?
What?
You went viral on a news article.
How did I go viral?
Like, it was liked over 150 times and shared numerous times in screenshots.
I did?
You did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was talking about, you had something where you're just kind of like, all people have these feelings about how everything is negative, and then they show it on social media, and like basically you just did like a quick synopsis of how the internet just goes ahead and shreds everything to shit, no matter how positive or how bad it is. It doesn't matter. It was what you posted when you was reading a news article, and like over 150 people liked it, and they actually took screenshots of it and posted it again in the comments.
Oh. Well, I don't even know. At a certain point, those notifications stopped. So,
Yeah.
Like, I did see one where I made some kind of comment and a bunch of people... Oh! It must have been the one about, like, the dad who punished his daughter.
Yeah.
All right, so, okay. The girl got in trouble at school for bullying.
Okay.
And, like, her dad decided that, all right, well, she's going to be an asshole. Let's be an asshole to her.
Okay.
And so he made her walk like 5 miles, but he rolled the car right behind her. He was there.
Yeah,
he made sure she was safe. He recorded it.
Yeah.
And I think she might have had a sign or something that said I got in trouble for bullying.
Okay.
And to me, that seemed like a pretty, like, I don't know, it's an 8-year-old kid. It should be able to walk 5 miles.
Right.
She should be able to walk 5 miles.
She should be able to. The pioneers walk 3 miles every day.
You know, like, whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's better than putting your hands on her, like anything like that.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, all right, that's... But, okay, so immediately there's this giant backlash about it that I'm seeing. And it's the same people who are like, we have to stop all bullies. When a parent tries to do something that's going to have an impact on the child,
Okay.
they're all like, that's too much. And it's like, what the fuck do you people want? Like, and yeah, I said you people. I didn't mean black people, so fuck off. Anyway, like,
yeah.
You gotta dance around everything now. It's everything, nothing, nobody's ever happy. This is a fucking angry mob.
So he made his daughter anti-bullying.
I said, like, all people, and then it was like, we have to do something about bullying. Internet people.
Yeah.
And it was like, parent does something that has an impact on the child, and then I said, internet people, how dare you punish that child?
Yeah.
You know, and whatever, and yeah, I got a lot of action for some reason. But it's just the fucking... Like, the funny thing about the left in America is that they're just swallowing their own goddamn tail and defeating their own purpose.
Okay.
And they think that they're going to win this overly PC battle like it hasn't happened before. And nobody ever swings all the way to the left. So, like, the idea that people want people to be generally kinder is not a negative idea. The idea that we've got to police every last goddamn comma and apostrophe in our language is not something I'm ever going to subscribe to. Like,
Okay.
I'm also not always going to be like, you know what, you shouldn't punish the kid that's being a cunt. Like, you should.
You should.
Something should happen. There should be some consequences. And, like, humiliation is not always a bad thing.
Right, right.
Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on in the world. Like, it's confusing. So
What do you think about the fact that Stormy Daniels now has to pay President Trump $300,000 for defamation when she was hooking and they had the sex? So she has to pay Trump now $300,000 basically because she fucked
there's
him.
lawyer fees, but that's funny. I think that's just
Would you pay $300,000 to fuck Donald Trump?
Would I? No,
No.
I wouldn't take 300.
He drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't want that, right?
His McDonald's order is 2 Big Macs, 2 large fries, and 2 milkshakes.
Well, I mean, we have
You
that
tell
in
me
common.
You
but,
wouldn't
like,
grab that dick? You wouldn't
No.
grab that dick?
I wouldn't grab that dick.
All right, you wouldn't grab that dick.
No, I'm good. I don't need anything to do with Donald Trump at all.
At all. Okay.
Like, I hated that dude in 1997. I hated that dude in 1993.
Yeah.
I fucking have always hated that dude, and I don't know why suddenly I'm supposed to be like, yay, rah, he's the president.
Okay.
Like, no, fuck him. He's an orange Oompa Loompa fuck who needs to just do us all a favor.
You just want to die?
I'm not going to
Natural
say
causes?
that. I stopped myself.
I think the Secret Service is probably listening now.
Natural causes.
They'll be our best audience.
Something that
Biggest
has
audience
nothing
ever had.
to do with me.
Something that's not.
I don't want
Okay. All right.
Just, I don't like the guy. I never have. I never will.
Okay.
But our culture's fucked up. I don't get it.
What's your take on Baby It's Cold Outside?
Go fuck yourselves. Like, just everyone. I hate Christmas songs, but fuck you. Like, just listen to the cocksucking story. Like, actually read it. Like, fucking take it in its context, and you realize that it's the story of two people who are in love. But in the society that they lived in, it was not okay for a woman to decide that she was just going to stay overnight at a man's house.
Okay.
So the man is trying to offer her 1,000 different excuses. She makes a joke about what's in the drink because that's her fucking excuse to not go anywhere.
So she wasn't.
She wants to stay. She wants to get
stay.
bent over the kitchen table. There's no fucking rape in that song. You're being fucking stupid.
Okay.
Like, stop. Just stop. Like, everyone just stop.
Everyone.
Like, fucking, it's so obnoxious.
All right.
It's,
See, I've never been a Christmas
you're
person.
looking for some shit to get triggered about. And
Yeah.
it's like, all you little pussies, I have been through worse. I have been diagnosed with worse. I have worked on worse, and I don't expect the world to conform to my fucking feelings.
The world should
Like,
conform to your feelings. People aren't allowed to disagree anymore.
No, and if you do, you're either a fucking Nazi or you're a not. Like that fucking video you showed me. Like,
Yeah.
there's two options, and like, it's just fuck you. Like, fuck all of you. Fuck the right. Fuck the left. I don't care what any of you think about anything.
I'm glad we could use my big break in the movie industry for a point to make here about that. Because my big break in the movie industry was amazing. Thank you, Ricky Romanek, for putting me in your movie. Thank you for letting me help choreograph the fight scenes. And thank you for making me an anti-Semite for my first ever movie role. I'm sure I'll be typecast for the rest of my life as a guy who tried to beat up a Jewish dude in that movie. But nonetheless, I gotta say it was a cool experience, and the guy does know what he's doing. So, like, all in all, it was totally cool, and I'd do it again. I'd probably play in worse roles. Maybe even do a porno. From the waist down.
Have you ever watched Django Unchained?
I've seen Django Unchained.
Leonardo DiCaprio played a ruthless slave owner.
He did, though.
And it didn't affect him.
Not really, no.
It's not gonna fucking do anything. Like, that's the... Alright, so the one thing I've noticed about the PC culture is that the people who ignore them...
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
They just stop.
I've never actually tried to be PC about in much of anything I've done. I've had disagreements with comics and the whole comedy scene that I'm into and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what we can do? We can agree to disagree. We don't have to be friends, and I don't have to say I give a fuck about you. And I can literally just say it's not worth my time and go smoke a cigarette.
Why do I have to believe everything you believe in order for us to be friends?
That's just kind of where I'm at.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
It's fucking dumb.
It's
dude.
horseshit.
I'm sorry, but not every liberal idea is a good one.
That's right.
And not every conservative idea is a good one. And on both sides, you need to stop thinking you're right about everything.
Everything.
It's never been true that any one person is 100% right about anything.
Never.
And now it's like everyone's ego's so big they can't be wrong.
If Einstein was alive, would you fuck him?
No.
Do you think if you fucked Einstein, you feel smarter?
No.
You don't think if you took a little Einstein dick, you feel smarter?
No, I don't. I don't think that's how intelligence works.
Even if you gave Einstein a dry hand job, would you know nuclear secrets just the moment he came? You think he'd tell you some schematics? And
I don't think you just absorb another human's intelligence by touching their dick, Ben.
I mean,
I don't think that's how that works.
Einstein would probably be on board with it. It's like the smartest human being on record.
I guess the rumor is he was kind of a freak, but I don't want anything to do with the Einstein dick.
He used to sit at his desk in front of an open window and write naked. And all he had was a little fucking oil lantern, and that was his only light in the room. And his wife was on specific instructions to not bother him while he was naked writing, but only to bring him food. And that was the way he went ahead and got his alone time.
No, dude, being naked is awesome.
Yeah, you write naked?
No, not usually.
Einstein did.
But I do enjoy nakedness. That's close all the fucking blinds.
Full time.
This is my house, bitch.
Just swinging.
Not all the time. No.
No.
No, if I want to lay around or whatever, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Out in the country, we make a point to have nudity, by the meth camper and stuff like that. Sometimes I just go around naked and I smack with my balls to let that meth head know who's in charge. He squatted on my land. I took his camper. That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. Sometimes you just got to slap a camper with your dick to tell people who owns that camper. You feel me?
I feel like the way you've described your dick,
yeah,
it's not really big enough to have an impact if you're slapping a camper.
So I subtly poke it with my foreskin. It's not it doesn't so much as swing. It's just kind of half hang, half contract.
You just kind of ram it into it.
A little bit, yeah. I put it in the hips because the hips I feel where the most emphasis is.
It's like you're aggressively trying to masturbate between the camper and your thigh.
Exactly. If there's dudes out there who can fuck a Volkswagen, I can surely fuck a methed out camper. I can take this shit to a whole new level. I'm good with that.
Dude, we're dudes. We could probably anything we could rub our dick on, we could probably get off.
How come chicks don't do that?
They do to an extent.
How many girls you ever met to say, I rub my vagina on something and own it?
Several.
Nuh-uh.
Not just random shit, but they dude, women's sex toys by nature are all of their sex toys are like that.
Well, that's
they rub their vagina on something or shove it.
No woman would ever just go rub her vagina on a camper and be like, "That's my shit."
When you use that language, it doesn't sound that hot, but it's
romanticize
it. Pillow. There's a lot of pillow humpers out there, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that find an edge of something.
An edge of something?
Or
a countertop
something somewhere that they grind on, yeah.
So women just be grinding.
Dude, women are freaks too. They just society expects them to act less like it and enjoy it less.
I feel like a good first
which is
date.
Annoying because I like freaky women.
Yeah, I feel like a good first date would just be straight up humping the counter with another chick. Just humping the counter. Everybody just humps the counter and gets the awkwardness out of the way. I feel like it's better than a handshake, dog.
Let's just go straight full on weird with it.
I think we should just get the weird right out there and just be done with it.
I don't in particular get off on just rubbing my genitals against something. That's not a practice I'm in the habit of.
Maybe you have to work at it and rub the counter a lot.
I'm really not that weird.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, that's a thing.
I don't know. I like weird sex with a partner.
Yeah.
But yeah,
here's what I got for you right now. And
you got some news?
If you know,
oh no, we got those lyrics.
If you look up in the top right corner of your screen, you'll see that Matt and I have went to the bowels of the internet to find the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Yeah, he typed "Baby It's Cold Outside" into Google. That's the bowels of the internet.
Bowels of the internet, my friend.
Okay.
And so what we'd like to do for you right now is, if you think this song is offensive as it is, we'd like to really, really go ahead and make it way more offensive. That way you'll actually get a proper understanding of what's offensive and what's not offensive.
And I'm just going to attempt to follow Ben's lead here because I'm not sure exactly what he's going for.
I really can't stay. I've got to go away because of the restraining order.
Oh, oh Jesus
This
Christ.
evening has been filled full of sexual torture devices.
This is already tanking with me.
So very nice. My mother will start to worry.
You're bombing, Ben.
No, it's wonderful. My mother will be pacing the floor. Listen to the fireplace roar.
I just can't help but see that it's a stupid thing for there to be controversy
Look,
about.
maybe just half a drink more. Absinthe.
Yeah,
with
no,
these-
see, the thing is that that's what people are implying. They're saying that it's implied
Okay.
that he's slipping a Mickey in her drink, which would be the appropriate terminology for the time.
Yeah.
And, like, no, she's just fucking acting like it could even be a non-alcoholic drink.
Okay.
Like, it could be nothing, and she's just saying, maybe I had a drink and I shouldn't go out. It's cold, it's fucked up, it's frozen, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should stay here. I'm safe, I'm warm, I'm
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. It's an excuse to stay where she's at.
Okay. So
I don't know. I can't. I'm not
And
in
then
the
she's
frame of
asking-
mind where I want to make it worse. My
She's
father will be pacing the floor. Oh, what? With his double barrel shotgun.
With
Like, anybody bring my daughter home after 10 p.m.,
yeah.
I'm going to shoot him with my varmint rifle.
Yeah.
Like,
Just half a drink more.
yeah.
Half a drink. Add some Rohypnol.
Yeah, just
Get your Rofies.
Get that Cosby treatment.
There you go. There you get the Cosby treatment. The
Hit-
full on
hit me
baby
with
is
that-
cold outside the Cosby.
Hit me with that double Cosby.
Hit me with that double Cosby. I'll take a triple Cosby on the rocks. So say what's in this drink with triple Cosby. I wish I knew how. And then someone in the back's gonna be like, your eyes are like starlight now. Like, why don't you just be like, bitch, I want to do you. Just let her know. Just let her
Because
know.
this is the back and forth of the time.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it was always like okay to be like I want to lick your asshole. Like there was a
That's
thing
just,
you
there's
had.
a handshake. You ever just swipe right on Tinder and went straight to, hey, what's up with your asshole?
Nah, dude.
I think that'd be a great opener.
Do you?
I think so.
Okay. I got a friend who would say shit like that on like POF or whatever, and he
Yeah.
ended up getting permanently banned.
You know what happens is you need to tell people that you have had sex to every song on the Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water album by Limp Bizkit, and you need to tell them you did that shit on purpose.
Dude,
That's what you need
well,
to
yeah,
tell
I
them.
mean, I was alive at the right time for that. Like,
Yeah.
that's not that far fetched.
Yeah, when you've had an orgasm,
Dude, I
Bar
had
with the bar?
boners in 2003. It's
Yeah.
like
you ever had an
Bar with the
orgasm
Ba,
bar
now
with
we're
the
going
bar?
to 99, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had an orgasm to Ba with the Ba. Like, Kid Rock in particular does not hold that much sex appeal for me. But,
Yeah.
like, no, I mean, I definitely would have fucked to some of that music.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then
I was listening to that garbage.
he said, but he said, I really can't stay because he's trying to leave right now. You think she's trying to rape him?
No, she's trying to leave right now.
She's trying to leave? Oh.
She's not trying to leave. She's saying that the social expectation is that I can't stay at this man's house.
Because
There's pressure for me to leave here to make the right decision, to like do the right thing.
because people
To
couldn't
be
Netflix and chill
pure,
at that
to
time.
not hang out.
She had
with
to keep her
this dude.
chastity.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so like it's really not what people have made it out to be.
I see.
And
It says her sister will be suspicious.
yeah, everyone, the neighbors, everyone's gonna judge me if I stay here and let you drill me.
You think her sister's
That's what
hot?
she's saying.
You
Her
think her
sister's probably hot.
You think
yeah.
she's? Would you? Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't
So
know.
like threesome potential? You think?
I don't know. The last time I had a chance to sleep with someone's sister, I didn't do it. No, because like it was a bad situation.
Yeah,
So I was,
yeah.
It'll make it worse.
Okay, so nice and warm. Look out the window at dawn. My sister will be suspicious. My brother will be there at the door. So the brother's like a valet for the dick. The brother.
The brother's a valet for the dick.
Yeah, he opens the door and lets the dick and the pussy out. That's what the brother does.
No, the brother is there to like be like, why didn't my sister come home last night?
No,
My pa's mad. But he's got the gout, okay. So he's not gonna walk all the way down here.
Okay, so
now when you get home,
yeah,
he's gonna slap my sister around because women are property in this time.
Women are property in this time.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I see. So my maiden aunt's mind is vicious. Vicious. Gosh, your lips are delicious.
There it is. She's oh no, he's flirting with her, flirting back. With
but
her.
He's like maybe just a cigarette more. Why are they smoking weed in this
man,
song? All good songs, you smoke weed.
But maybe a cigarette more. Like, see, she's giving herself. She's trying to give herself excuses to stay.
Okay.
Like,
so she wants the D.
She's happy with him. You've really been grand.
Oh, he's grand.
There's
now.
bound to be talk tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
So she's worried about other people's opinions of her liking the dick.
Okay, I see.
That's the whole point of the song.
So is the song about slut shaming, you think? Are we slut shaming?
I think the song is about the woman who wants to stay with this guy she's falling in love with.
Right, right.
And the guy really wants her to stay, obviously. And so she's trying to talk herself into it and giving him the social cues that were appropriate at the time.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say no, but kind of like he's supposed to talk you into it.
Oh, so
now
to be
you
like,
have an excuse.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you could say, well, he talked me into staying. He said this happened, whatever.
Okay.
You know, you have excuses now to be like why I stayed where I was.
Oh.
And so it takes a little bit of the sting off, like the way everyone else is going to look at her.
Uh-huh.
And that's all it is. Like the sick story of it all was that the chick couldn't just say like, no, I want you to get up in these guts.
Okay, up in these guts.
That's what's sad about it is like she should have been free to say that.
How come we have a radio version of my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack?
Because it's a different time now.
Much. Yeah.
This song was written like from a different perspective.
Okay.
And so when we look at it historically, if you want to look at what's wrong with the song,
yeah,
you're actually looking at what's wrong with the era.
Okay.
And the song itself is just two people who want to be together. Like, what's the big deal?
I see.
I don't get it. So
I don't get it either. Let's see.
Mom's the only person hanging out.
Mom hanging out. Dan was hanging out for a little bit or something too until Dan had something to do. All right. Why don't we just satisfy the
chaos? Weird out here with the meth and campers and dicks. That's true enough.
That's a good one. You know, well, we should also go ahead and have the light here while we're halfway in. We have a t-shirt shop now, apparently.
Oh, we do, yeah.
If you'll go ahead and look back up to the top right of your screen there, we have the Death by Cheeseburger Teespring store, which I'll go ahead and post a link to in the comments.
All right, so we have the old logo, which we're working on getting a new logo for the t-shirts or whatever, but like we have what I wanted from the time we started this, what actually should be the name of the podcast, but it's too late for that now. The Super Eskimo Bros t-shirt is available at teespring.com/death-by-cheeseburger-store.
So we'll post a link in the comments.
Yeah, we'll post a link. But all right, so here's the thing.
I'm going to blow it up.
The designs do not look good on anything except black. So if you're going to get the women's tee, get the black women's tee. If you're going to get any tee, get the black one.
I've designed the store so that you have a cornucopia of 3 to 4 options here. A cornucopia, mind you, of colors to choose from for these t-shirts. So if you ever actually want to, go ahead and buy a t-shirt, we're not making hardly any profit. We're making $3 a shirt. And Matt and I are splitting $1.50 a piece, which that means we're a quarter of the way to a Monster Energy drink.
It's really just for the funniness of them existing. I don't expect that anyone's going to buy them. I'm
going to.
But if you do,
I'll buy my own shit. I'm that vain. I'm that narcissistic.
So it's just a funny thing that I'm happy it exists. Let's
see here. I gotta go ahead and post that link.
What are we doing now?
Posting that link, and then we can do some news here.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that news.
The news. Okay, the link is coming. Calm down, all of one listeners.
Yeah, they're lining up at the fucking newsstands for this one.
There's the link. The link.
All right, so like our podcasting legs are a little rusty here.
Your microphone awkward. Just say it.
It's been a minute since I've done anything of substance that involves like me being active on my feet, like
I took like
or active like on my toes.
I took like 2 months off in front of a microphone for a while. And all I did was small town shows, no real open mics to keep myself going, no podcasting. And then when I tried to do this solo, I realized I forgot to intro myself. I forgot the main 3 topics I was gonna discuss. And then fucking, like, at the end of it, I just nuked myself, and I was like, well, I'm glad I made it 40 minutes. I forgot everything I said. Have a nice night.
Yeah, it's just, so you gotta bear with us. We're ironing the kinks out. So actually, there has been, like, part of the reason I took some time off from podcasting is that I wasn't sure, like, how I saw the show, and I totally love this setup and shit. Like, this is convenient as fuck. But,
thank you. It took me 2 months to figure out how to do it.
What I thought, like, I feel like at times we've had sort of a different perspective on what we should do.
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel like you always kind of angle towards making it an interview show all the time.
Oh, totally.
And I always felt more like the show is us, and then occasionally we should have an interview. Like, because we do need to break up the monotony of the same thing all the time. But, like, I don't know. So I was just, and I was trying to, and I haven't done this yet, but I've been trying to think of, like, you do the goofy news or whatever. Right. Which sometimes it's hard to find stuff to fit into that category.
Totally is, yeah. I was
trying to think of like a segment that I bring myself, because when we do nothing but interview shows, I feel like my social awkwardness takes over those shows. Yeah. So like I'm just kind of sitting there giggling.
Some people are good at interviewing, and like I've noticed I've had to actually like strive just to go ahead and find questions to ask people and let them talk. Well, not just talking all about myself and the show and everything else, because it's an interview, so it's supposed to be about the experience with someone else. Right. And my narcissistic ass is like, cut people off plenty of times and said some dumb shit in the name of interviews.
And I guess more than an interview, like I think if we're gonna have comedians on, we've pretty much done the interview with most of the local comics that I would want to do the interview with. There's a couple.
I'm outsourcing to Kentucky for next month.
Well, there's a couple left I'd like to have on, like Sully and. We haven't gotten around to him yet.
No, we haven't.
Whatever. There's a couple people.
Since you said Sully, let me just go ahead and drive this somewhere else for a second. Now, about a week ago...
There's something I don't know.
There's something fun about Sully.
Yeah,
okay.
All right.
Joshua Sullivan is a great comedian. He's a black comedian in Bloomington, Indiana, and he does...
His skin color matters.
Yes, it really does matter at this point. If you see him... How many people you know named Josh?
Most of them are white.
How many black people you know who tell jokes named Josh?
Right.
Exactly. So that's what sets it apart. But we did a show at the Downtown Tavern in Bedford a couple weeks back, right?
How'd that go?
Well, see, it went pretty good. All in all, I learned you had to close the back doors to the main room for the back half of the audience to hear your shit.
Yeah.
But during my set, when the back doors were open, the first 5 rows thought I was hilarious, which is totally nice. But it made for a very weird atmosphere because half the room couldn't hear me. The other half thought I was hilarious. And they both looked back and forth at each other like they were just confused as fuck.
They didn't understand why.
Yeah, they didn't understand.
Their reactions weren't the same.
And our closer...
let me just go ahead. The reason I asked is because I'm a little bummed out that I wasn't actually at open mics when this show was brought up, because anytime that place is being done, like I want to try to get on that show. But anyway, go. So the sound was weird until the doors got closed. The sound was weird.
Our closer was Rob Wilfong from Kentucky, and Rob did like a tight 16 minutes of mostly one-liners. I'd never seen anybody do enough one-liners for 16 minutes. It was cool to watch.
Yeah, one-liners are good if you're good at it.
But then he tried doing bits, and like he was the last person on stage at the last bit of the show when everybody was good and drunk about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And he faltered for the last 8 minutes and completely lost the crowd. And I was timing him out. I had the cell phone timer on. I had the light to light him to get off stage. Man. And fucking like he just lost the audience. By then I was holding my head in my hands like, Jesus Christ, this is still going on. Well, I kept trying to shine the light and he wouldn't get off stage. But like towards the course of the end of the show, everybody kept buying us shots and beers because they just wanted to be like, hey, comedians, thanks for coming out. You're the only entertainment in Bedford, Indiana tonight. And somebody bought us shots and beers. Well, Josh Sullivan had like 6, 7 beers and like 3 or 4 shots. Apparently, he doesn't have a good constitution for booze, is what I've learned from all this. Okay, so we came down and we all carpooled in a truck.
So are we going to share a story he probably doesn't want on the internet?
He uses me in his acts, I'm using him in mine.
All right.
That's how I look at it.
Well, okay.
So So basically, we're leaving and we're all carpooling in a truck. The night's pretty much over. We're trying to head back home. Now, we're with another comedian, and he's just got picked up for DUI 2 nights prior to this.
Shout out. I know who you are.
And so he's like, we have to stop at my mom's house and feed her dogs real quick before I go back to the Bloomington, because Bedford's his hometown. So we stop at his mom's house. And at this point, Josh Sullivan is sitting in the back hitting like these little vape pens he carries, may or may not be filled with mystery weed. Okay?
They're not.
So the minute he goes ahead and hits this pen he's in the back seat with, he all of a sudden goes from a black dude to a white dude. I've never seen anybody pale out so fast in my entire life. Like, he just had this pale of death just come over him like a fucking sickening wave. And he's like, you got to let me out this truck. He's like, I got to pee. And I'm like, you're not peeing, you puking. So he runs, of all places, black dude, Bedford, Indiana. He runs to the front of the house, bends over, and promptly pisses and pukes simultaneously in front of this house.
Oh, wow.
Which is another comedian's mother's house that he's just supposed to be letting the dogs out. Okay, so said comedian is inside, and he's drunk. He's been drinking all night. Just got a DUI 2 nights ago.
Right.
And then his black friend is out front pissing and puking, and he's drunk. And then I'm sitting there in the truck, and I'm sober as a judge. I had 1 shot all night, and I'm like, this is the worst goddamn way to possibly be in Bedford, Indiana, of all places.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you'd be the bridge between those
So
two.
and the guy who's driving is spitting chewing stuff. Like, he's got a little spitter cup.
I think I know who that is, too.
So we all get back in the truck.
There's a truck. Yeah, I know this whole crew now.
So we all get back in the truck, getting ready to go back to town and back to Bloomington. And like the top it off, the cherry on top is the guy who's driving takes his chew spitter and throws it in the front yard of this house. So this poor woman just wanted her dogs fed, and already her son's incarcerated drunk. A black man's throwing up on the front of her house, and this hillbilly dude threw a thing of chew spit in her front yard. And the whole time I'm just sitting there, sitting on my hands, like, this is the worst goddamn thing I've possibly ever been on board for. And I have no control over the situation. But shout out to Josh Sullivan. I got him some Pepto-Bismol and let him throw up all over the back seat. So that
shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the show went all right until the end, and that's cool.
I mean, it wasn't a bad show at all. 160 people came out. It was probably the biggest show I'd ever done.
It's a cool little room.
It was definitely awesome.
Actually, not even a little room, really, like, compared to the other little rooms.
Oh, yeah, it was like standing room only, pretty much.
Which we should probably run again at some point. Like,
I know. I'd like to get back on board with those shows and everything in Bedford and try to get those locked down.
Yeah.
It's hard, though, because the employees keep rotating. Every time you think you have a hookup or an end, they quit their shitty job in their shitty Bedford bar in favor of another shitty job somewhere else.
Well, I actually know someone who might be able to get us in touch with ownership. Or whatever. But, like, anyway, because we did that, what is it called? The fucking Bandanas room. Yeah. That's a cool room. It's a piece of shit, but in a good way. Like,
and stripper pole by the mic stand. That's where it's at. When there's a stripper pole by your mic stand, you're having a good show.
It's a stage, but it seemed like the bartenders didn't like working. She was not a big fan.
Bitch watered down
there
my
actually drinks. Being people there buying drinks.
Bitch was like, you may buy drinks, and I may take 20 minutes to bring you one, and it'll be half water.
Yeah. Well, that was the accusation. I know somebody that worked there, and according to both them and the person that we were talking to on the chat later, they have like scientific bottle pour things on there that like record exactly how much liquor. But maybe it was just fucking shit liquor. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. It was kind of a fun place.
Stephen Hawking did everything but outlived the batteries in his speaking spell. I hear you. Science, my ass. They lied to me is what they did. I know I lied to. Anyways. All right. Want to do the news?
I guess we can go through these news things here.
Okay. Rock of Love star. Remember Rock of Love from back in the day, VH1?
I honestly don't even know what it was. I mean, I get that it was like a dating thing.
Well, Bret Michaels, lead singer of Poison, he wore too much guy liner. He talked about his diabetes a lot, and then he recruited a gaggle of hoes from the interwebs and in the bowels of the porn industry to pretend that they were trying to vie for his attention and to, enter a relationship with Bret Michaels as if that's even at all possible. Thanks for white trash dysfunction. Well, anyway, this one star, her name is Lacey Skulls. This bitch must have changed her name or had a really weird derivative of it. But she got an earful during a road rage. And what an earful is she got into it with some dude and she bit his ear off like Mike Tyson style.
Nice.
You ever just want to take a bite out of someone's ear in an argument?
Like I'm Evander Holyfield, or no, like I guess I would be Mike Tyson if I'm the one doing the biting.
Perfect opportunity for the voice. You might want to express how hungry you are for ears.
I haven't done that in so long. The champ is here.
The champ is here. He wants to piss.
The champ's a little pissed off about the fact that you ran into my fender. We got a little bit of a fender bender here, and we're gonna have to do something. Do you have insurance, motherfucker? Do you have it? You don't have insurance, and you ran into the champ. Oh, you motherfucker! So, you ever seen me fight a Vander? You seen me fight a Vander, motherfucker? I think I just Chris Tuckered that.
It was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
It wasn't bad for being out of practice.
It's gonna bite your ear off.
All right, money spilled out of an armored truck on a New Jersey highway, and everybody, this is news, because if money spills out of an armored truck on a highway in New Jersey, people will get out of their cars and grab the money. And
that's not exclusive to New Jersey. that's not New Jersey behavior. That's human behavior.
Yeah,
that will happen anywhere. Dollar bills go flying out of a truck.
It was on Route 3, and let's see.
Oh, that's my favorite route.
I've been on Route 3 plenty of times.
I haven't.
It's coated in cheese steak and fake tanning oil.
Well, that sounds horrible.
Just like any Jersey road.
That sounds half awesome and half horrible.
It's awesome. You can ride a Ferris wheel and you can look out at it over the toxic waste dumps of the city. It's wonderful.
It does sound beautiful.
And Leonardo DiCaprio is rumored.
Leo,
he's rumored to plan to buy a dinosaur duo, and he has paleontologists upset because he wants to own dinosaur bones ×2. The mother and her baby dinosaurs.
What's wrong with that?
$2.5 million.
Okay.
He wants to spend on bread and cheddar for the dinosaurs.
But that's his money.
That's his money. Would you own dinosaurs?
I mean, yeah, if I had that kind of money.
You just be having dinosaurs in your living room?
Fuck it, I'll decorate a room with dinosaur bones.
If you had unlimited funds, how would you live?
If I had unlimited funds, actually not as extravagantly as you'd think.
Would you have dinosaurs?
No, what I would have is a small community of my friends.
Okay,
and
so you have a friend commune.
I would be able to pay for them to not have to have jobs. And we'd all just have fun. We'd think of fun things to do.
What kind of car would you drive?
Probably the one I have or one similar to it.
So an Impala.
It's something basic.
Where would you live?
I'd find nice land somewhere that's warm, 3/4 of the year.
3/4 of the year? Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'd have to figure it out.
Okay.
I don't think about shit like that all the time.
Okay.
I'm not a wealth driven. I mean, I want to have enough money to not worry about money.
Okay.
That's how much money I want to have.
What's your cutoff for money for never working again? How much money would you need?
Just had to have?
Yeah, just to have. So you never have to work
I don't know.
again.
That's impossible to say because you could have $250 million and through a couple whoopsies, you're out of fucking money.
Okay.
If you make the wrong choices, it's I don't know that I would ever fully stop working, but if I didn't have to worry about making right now,
yeah,
I would be able to spend more time focusing on something I really enjoy.
Okay.
And try to make money at that. So I guess that I would like to have the financial freedom to just
try things
without
worrying about the money you've lost when you try things.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? That'd be an awesome.
Would you invest in a dildo business, a pizzeria? What'd you do?
Well, a dildo business, if marketed properly, could actually be quite a lucrative thing.
Okay.
People worldwide like to come.
Okay, so we're making money off orgasms. All right.
So I mean, a dildo business.
Yeah.
You might have to get a little more specific by what you mean by that.
Okay.
But am I doing a dildo making business, a dildo selling business? Am I making and then bringing them to market myself? So then do I have to have a place to build them as well as a place to store them as well as a place to sell them? Am I shipping them through the internet? What's my business
So we've
model?
got drop shipping. We've got a dildo warehouse. I think we've just created a dildo business model inadvertently, as I think we've done.
Well, then you got I've got to learn I've got to get an injection molder.
Okay.
And those are not cheap. Or a 3D printer.
You could get a CNC machine and make really cool metal dildos.
Yeah, you could do metal. You could do some glass blowing.
Some glass blowing.
Some glass dildos.
There's a glass blower right down the road.
Latex itself isn't really that expensive.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna make custom pieces, then you're gonna have to sell them at a little higher than like Doc Johnson's price point.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to bring something special to the table because you've got to sell out. There's corporate dildo. Like,
This is corporate dildo.
you got to get past big dildo in order to succeed in the dildo market.
Okay, so you gotta get past big dildo.
So,
all right.
like, it's not that it's impossible. You just gotta have a good like 5-year plan. You gotta have ways to deal with the ebbs and flows
Would you have
of
like
the dildo market.
Would you have a financial advisor and a dildo CEO?
Anytime you're running a business, you should have some kind of financial advisor or analyst to assist in your marketing strategies, like where they're gonna know facts and figures that you just may not be like privy to.
Who do you think would make a good dildo CEO?
A good dildo CEO. I mean, you probably want it to be a chick-fronted business, really.
Okay. So like one of the chicks from Shark Tank?
Well, maybe like, nah. I mean, you need to find someone who really believes in the product.
Yeah.
Like, that's someone who uses the product. Someone who's a freak. You
What
need
about
like a freaky chick.
What about them chicks on from QVC? Like, I think if you just had a QVC...
You just want like a plain-ass like QVC lady?
A QVC dildo lady?
Because you don't want Billy Mays selling dildos. That's aggressive.
I think if Billy Mays sold dildos,
Billy Mays could sell dildos to the dudes.
Okay.
Hey there, Billy Mays here, and I've got a great new thing for your asshole. But I don't think that would work for women.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to find another approach, and I feel like having a woman front your dildo business,
all right, because
at least as the public front, and like
you wouldn't front your dildo business.
I would probably be more of a behind the scenes kind of person. Like
Dan Paswell's
what happened?
We sold a T-shirt to your mother. This is for the Eskimo Brothers T-shirt. Your mother now owns one before we do.
That's hilarious.
Dan Paswell would like to join our quality control for the dildos, and he would like to make at least $75,000
I
a
am
year.
quality control. He builds them.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that I've got to be the guy who reports to Billy Mays, and I'm good on that.
Okay. All right.
I don't know that I need to get involved in that. So I'm just trying to like bring ideas together.
You realize you're looking for alternative occupations in life, and over the past 4 minutes, you've just completed the entire business prospectus of a dildo.
And this is why I can't understand why my employers don't move me up to management like right now.
It's like you went through the conception phase. You went through streamline the marketing, and then you went through taking it public with corporate figureheads and mastheads of the corporation.
Yeah, people think I don't know what I'm talking about. I know how to fucking market.
Okay.
Like I'm an idea guy though. Like I don't want to do all that.
You don't want to do all that. Okay.
I want to like put it in place and get it going and hire the right people.
Okay.
And then I want to move on to something else, like I don't know.
If you had like
pocket pussies.
So you want to branch out into pocket pussies? Okay. That'll work.
No. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Okay.
Fuck.
Stan says now his neighbors know that he's watching. Thanks for screaming that.
I got you.
Making friends with his neighbors. All right. Let me ask you, if you had an unlimited sum of money so far, you surround yourself with your friends, you have your own dildo corporation conglomeracy.
Yeah, we'd run the dildo.
International dildo business.
Yeah, we'd run the dildo market.
Would you franchise it and chain it?
I mean, fuck. Yeah, probably.
All right. Now, if you had...
But I would have, like, a very strict... Like, you ever go to Subway and you thought you'd been to the world's shittiest Subway and then you find out you were wrong? Because you just walked into the world's shittiest Subway again. And it's like, we have 3 or 4 of those in Bloomington.
I don't think anybody ever wants Subway, but people just want diarrhea.
I don't get diarrhea from Subway. I like Subway, but I don't eat it very often anymore. Because there's so many, like, bad Subway chains.
Uh-huh.
Like, if I was going to license out my dildo franchise, then I would need to maintain a very high quality threshold. Like, you would have to pass corporate inspections, and they would be random. Like, you can't just muddy up my dildo business.
That's kind of funny in a way, muddying the dildo business. I got you.
Like, this is important shit. You can't tarnish my brand.
Yeah. Like, okay, so if you were married and you had a dildo business, would you give your dildos to your wife too?
What I mean, if she's into them.
If she's into the dildos?
Yeah, totally.
And you have this money.
I love, if I'm with a chick that likes sex toys, I'm happy.
Okay.
Like, that's a fun thing.
So you have all this money from the dildo business, and because you're a dildo millionaire, would you have a mail order bride, or would you just have a conventional bride?
a convention. I don't want no fucking mail order bride. I
You
want
can-
a
you
chick that
catalog it.
chooses to be with me. Like, they call me old fashioned,
Yeah.
but I want someone who actually wants to be around for more than access to America.
Access to
Like,
America. Okay.
You know, I'm not Ellis Island. I want a good relationship someday. That'd be
Okay.
nice.
What if the money was right though when she offered you
No.
money? No, not even that.
Not if I got a dildo fucking. Like, not if I got a. I'm a worldwide dildo boss. I'm not gonna fucking.
You're a dildo mogul.
I'm a fucking dildo mogul.
Okay.
I'm not taking a dowry to fucking marry someone. Goddamn Eastern Europe.
I haven't heard the term dowry in so long.
Like, no,
Oh my God.
I want someone who chooses to be with me.
Okay.
And if she's into the dildos, we'll use the dildos.
All right, that's good. I'm glad somebody out there is going to try to start a business out based on these concepts. I hope
Well,
you know.
then, good.
We spurned on the entrepreneurial people
That's
of
my
America with
IP,
this.
man. I'm gonna come for you.
That's your intellectual property for the dildo business.
I'm gonna come for it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
He's got that IP on the dildo business and the t-shirts too.
That's what happens.
That's how we roll.
That's what happens when you sit next to a proton pack. You just, all right.
This
But
life
yeah,
is
no,
stupid.
like I don't want a mail order bride. I want what everyone wants. I want to be with someone who chooses to be there.
Yeah.
Because the relationship's never easy, so you've got to choose it.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, no, I don't want a mail
That's
order
the-
bride.
you know, mail
That's
order
the same
bride.
reason I don't pay hookers. Like, sex isn't fun if the person isn't actively wanting to be with you.
You like not even really hot hookers who would like offer you a discount. Like
It'd
we
be
got a
one thing
coupon.
if I was out on like some fucking bro trip somewhere
Okay.
and like we're in Las Vegas and so we go out of town and it's like an extravagance.
All right.
That's one, but I'm not ever gonna be desperate enough to like find a hooker and pay her in fucking Central Indiana.
What if you had like
Like-
Groupon codes and you can
No,
just get,
you
like, really
need
cheap
what you
hookers?
need is a bag of meth, but I'm good. Like I don't need that.
This is the episode that's all
I
about
don't
meth.
need that kind of pussy.
I'll
Like,
if you get the hooker, I'll let you use the camper next door.
I want, yeah, that's what I want.
It's got no roof on it.
Yeah, obviously.
It's held
I'm
together
looking
with
at the
tarps.
stars.
Yeah, there's missing
Like-
2 walls.
Just fucking set up your goddamn. Get yourself a what are they called? The fucking telescope and
Yeah.
point it through the roof of the neighbor building.
That would be the surest way to get it to work for sure. I think so.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
So I have this idea for a T-shirt, and I think we've talked about this before, but we have to wonder just how offensive it's going to be to the rest of the world.
Oh, to like women and feminist fuckboys, they're gonna
all
hate
them?
it.
Okay, all them. So rape is
Yeah,
too much work.
well, no, there's probably a couple women who will think it's funny, but
Yeah,
like not
okay.
many.
So like rape is too much work. It was not something you should put on a T-shirt.
I think rape is too much work is a funny T-shirt, but I think a lot of people are gonna get triggered by
You think
it.
so for the next T-shirt?
Yeah.
Because I mean, seriously, you have to do surveillance. You have to buy like a glove.
Oh, I know
gloves,
this is
some
my
rope.
bit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
That's the whole
I know
thing.
what you have to do.
You got to do all the things, and you got to
Yeah.
fucking spend your gas money and your time, and you're not getting compensated for that time.
I'm just not that level of athletic anymore where I want to, like, you could fight me off unless I fall on you and
Okay, yeah.
fucking break your leg.
You got to
or
have
something.
good cardio. You got to train
It'd
for
be
it.
like you're stuck under a horse in the Old West.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get me off and you die of fucking starvation 3 days later.
There you go.
No.
I think that's good for the next T-shirt. I think if we list it right and everything, it turned out pretty good. for
Well,
the next
I mean, I'm not against making it. I don't give a fuck.
It's like I don't give a fuck.
I mean, to me, if you put it just a white text on a black shirt
Right.
and it says "rape is too much work," like, and I think that's funny. Like, that's it. That's the whole design.
That's the whole
That's
design.
funny to me.
Okay. Okay.
But then there's gonna be some woman that's like, "You don't know what it's like to have your choice taken away," and I'm gonna be like, "Sexual abuse victim, go fuck yourself." Like,
all right.
so like, I just choose not to live in it for the rest of my life.
Probably a good idea.
Like, anyway, yeah, PTSD, all that shit, still not triggered. I don't know.
Still
what to
not
tell
triggered.
you. You're
Okay.
choosing your outrage.
People choose outrages a lot, actually. It's a common thing.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that would be funny.
All right, that'd be a good one then. All right, we're 58 minutes in. Anything else you want to tell the world?
I think we're running out of steam.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right, Steamboat's going.
It started off a little clunky. We had a good little repartee there
I
for
liked
20
it.
minutes.
It
there
was
at the end,
enjoyable
so,
as fuck.
like,
I enjoyed it.
we're getting back in the saddle a little bit, so to speak. So there's going to be a couple saddle sores.
A couple Sal
So
Thor,
our butts are going to be a little sore from the riding.
little
But,
Neosporin.
Yeah,
Get some little
put a little
Neosporin.
Bactine on there, and it'll be fine. Like,
Well, let me plug my shows for the rest of the month real quick.
ooh.
Tomorrow, I'll be at Talker's Tap in downtown Bloomington on the west side.
And I might just show up and beg Kyle for 5 minutes.
There you go. It's a 6 p.m. start time because Kyle McClay, God love him, moved the show up to 4 p.m.
Charismatic and 4 p.m.
He did it last time.
Oh, let me finish
Nobody
that
was
because
there.
that sounds bad where I stopped. Enigma. That's the word I was saying there.
Yeah.
Oh,
He moved
boy.
up to 4 p.m. last time, and it was like basically waiting for old folks to come in from the Denny's early bird dinner, so we didn't have a whole lot of audience then. So, but now it's at 6 p.m. tomorrow, this Sunday, on 16th.
Right.
So now everything should go off.
Hey man, that's a better time for a work night.
Yep, and I'm doing new material, which is great, and the new material already actually kind of works, so I'm happy with that too. So we'll do that, and then the 22nd, I'm bringing my ghetto pass and probably a gun because I'm going to the Melody Inn in Indianapolis, Indiana. And it's on Illinois Street in the more gentrified sort of part of town, and I'll probably be like one of the only white people there, but I'm really happy about it.
It sounds like the opposite of gentrified.
No, not really. Gentrified is like where you put the poor stuff.
No, gentrified is
It's like when all the
there's
big stuff is moved in and kicks out the poor stuff.
Yeah, it's when the white people take over the poor neighborhood.
Well, okay. Well, due to gentrification,
So is it in the process of gentrification?
it totally is at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel sorry for the people who are living there then.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Sorry that white people are taking your area from you.
I looked this up extensively because I asked my mother to come to my show because I've been on stage over 100 times in the last 11 months, and my mother has yet to come to a single show, and it was just basically right in her backyard.
I know.
So
You guys are probably being overrun by Wayne Brady and Steve Harvey fans, and it's just, I'm sorry on behalf of.
And my mother was like, "It's on the
everyone
poorest
else.
side of town," and I was like, "Judge me not, mother, for I will be famous 20 years from now, probably during my death." But like, nonetheless, I'm gonna skyrocket to that fame.
Are you gonna do like one special that nobody knows about, and then like when you die, it's gonna like come out?
I'm gonna have like
It's gonna be like, well, no, Mitch Hedberg was pretty big before he died, and you're totally not on his level yet.
I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have an underground comedy album available only on like a cassette tape
On BenTerhoon.com.
on BenTerhoon.com. I think that'll be
All
good. All right.
Well, we've we've crotched over an hour. We've kvetched. We've spoken.
We've spoken for an
We've
hour.
discoursed.
We have
We've given oral.
with our reciprocity, our repartee.
Yeah, our repartee has touched your lives, all 2 or 3 of you that showed up for this ride. So I think we're gonna like dip the fuck out of here. Expect Death by Cheeseburger to show up a little more often.
A little more often.
And yeah, you know, you're cool and stuff.
Until next time,
Heart
Cheeseburger
you.
fans, we love you.
I love your mom too. She's got sweet tits.
Mom's sweet.